Hi guys, welcome to the Music B&B. My name is Callum and today we're reacting to John Dysert with the album Travelling Rose. Now at the moment John Dysert has 7 singles on his Spotify, Apple Music, all those places that is going to be combined into an album called Travelling Rose. So we're going to listen to the title track, which is called Travelling Rose, and then I've kind of got any order to listen to the rest of the singles, but I'm going to give my feedback to each single as we go through it. And when I come to sort of reviewing the album as a whole, I won't consider the flow of the album as much in it because I'm kind of making my own album here. Let's go.
Thank God that harmonica player showed up. Damn, they're so unreliable. Let's go.
Loving it, okay. Classic rock vibe. That classic blues as well, isn't it? Also, the lyrics sound a bit breathy. Perhaps they're missing some of the low mid. But it's not a bad thing. It's got a nice travelling stomp to it, doesn't it? Walking along the road. Well, you know, with that old school stick with the bag coming up the end. That's what it feels like. That kind of vibe. I'm liking that the chorus has harmonies in it, making it distinct from the verse, okay. I feel like a bit of call and response wouldn't go amiss in the choruses. Might give you an example on the final chorus if it happens again. Gotta have the chorus. Oh, great playing. Guitar needs a bit of that. I'm definitely loving how natural everything's sounding. It's sounding very gritty. Good playing on this album. Oh, he changed. Oh, he's a traveling rose. You know he's a traveling rose. See, that's what you kind of need, a bit of call and response, especially in the third chorus. Adds a bit more interest, I think. I'm also hearing a kind of clap, 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 that kind of beat. Maybe it could be a cowbell. Ding, ding, ding. By this point, we've got the idea of the song, I think. I'm a fan of long songs, but at 4 minutes now, I get it. If you want to make something more concise and punchy that would stop people skipping Ace of 4, you don't have to follow that advice in any way. I think if it's going to be this long, it needs to be a bit more, it can be a bit of variation going on. Maybe that's all I really am. That kind of thing. I like it though. There's definitely a whole bunch of great ideas there. Traveling Rose is a wonderful start to the project. From now on, I'm just choosing songs at random. I think I'm going to go in order backwards from for the Apple Music, the way it's shown. But this won't be how it is in the final album when it comes out. This is Virtue's Best Reward. Now, what we've got to be careful of is, does the production sound the same between tracks? Because if not, that can be an issue when you make an album. Because in an album, generally you want the production to be the same. And the guitar already sounds so much more clear and at the front of the mix than the grittiness from the previous track. Very nice. I feel like I'm listening to something that's going to be big. Big and atmospheric at the moment. Gorgeous sound. Now, is the whole track this? It's fine if it is. It's just we're at 2 minutes. And from the first song, you kind of got the idea of the style of the artist, but then we're thrown into an almost experimental Joey Satriani-esque kind of guitar playing virtuoso vibe here, which sounds beautiful compared to the previous song. Very different. Very different. This is me with album head on. As singles, they're fine. The singles allow for that kind of like creative differentiation. It's usually a chance for bands to try out different things. Feels like Pink Floydy, maybe. I'm not too huge into the Pink Floydy world, but I love that piano there, just chunnering away in the background there, casually. Nice heartbeat, drum beat here, there's the kick. I feel like the vocals need pairing up with a higher, like it's a really bad example, octave higher, singing the same thing. You know, it just kind of boosts it, I think, because when it's that deep and low, it can be hard to make out what's being sung.
We have one common grave.
And with lower voices, I would remove some of the low end. Which is weird because in the last track I was like, add more lower mids. I don't think there was enough building vocally. It stayed very low and moody, and it's built to this big sort of guitar solo here. I think it needed to go higher like this until we get to the crescendo or something, you know. That's what we're looking for.
Despite all this, our frantic thirst for life increases still.
And maybe another thing is another reason why I'm struggling to hear the lyrics is they are very washed in reverb. Now it does match the atmosphere of the track, but then I can't hear it. A way to combat that is to have a completely dry vocal track and a reverb washed one behind it, or just have a turn down the reverb on a bus auxiliary channel. There's many ways, but it needs drying up. That piano, I want to steal that piano. And if it's MIDI, it's incredibly realistic. I like things real. Oh! Solos! The whole instrumentally, the track itself is just sublime. It's perfect, but I think the vocals need a bit of work. And basically, I think that the vocals, and it's not that John Dysert doesn't have a bad voice. He has a great voice, as we heard from the first track. You know, he's got a lovely voice. I think it's what you do with that voice, production-wise, that can bring things out, make things used. Because there are definitely deep singing artists out there who, you know, have certain things done to their voices, or like, so that from a production standpoint it sounds bigger. Live it's very different. It's very different atmosphere, isn't it? But yeah, when you're doing like a produced song, you're just trying to create the best snapshot possible that would interest people, wouldn't it? Okay, let's go to our next one. I went to school. Every single cover is a different vibe. It's like surfer rock vibe. Looking very cool. Groovy bass.
I went to school to learn what I needed to know. I went to school to learn how life goes. I went to school so I wouldn't have to be scared. I went to school so I would be prepared. I went to school to put me over the top. I went
This is a groovy song. Love it. I get the single cover. The Shades, like, I'm too cool for school, mate. School? Nah. One thing for me vocally is I feel like it needs to be louder, more like passionate. Right now it's like, I went to school, and it's like, I went to school. It's like, it needs to be big. Always try to stay in line. Make it big.
Deliver clean and sober life. Life taught me I ought to just find a wife. I didn't learn a thing in school.
Maybe need some ooh la la las. That might ruin it. Ooh la la la.
Teach me when to stop, oh baby. Didn't learn a thing in school. I never really rose to the top. Always seemed to play the fool. It took life to teach me when to stop. Teach me when to stop. Teach me when to stop.
Nice. I really like that one. It was straightforward, to the point, hard rock, punchy sound, more in line with the first song, Traveling Rose. This is Live Life to the Fullest. This guy's just too cool anywhere. Look at him now on a beach. I'd be living my life like that. If England had anything close to what that sunset looks like.
So lucky to have what we have. Friends who care and parents who are there. We're glad you showed up to see what we're about. Thank you for the blessings you bestow on us. I don't mean to be too sentimental, but life is so precious. I want you to know, I know. For all of those suffering,
like in
say a little prayer.
The lyrics here.
Lend them your heart and show them you still care. Live life to the fullest.
The sentiment's big.
Live life to the fullest. Make life the best.
This feels like almost a love letter to someone, isn't it? Like, here's how I want you to live your life. Here's what I'm passing on. My knowledge here. Live your life. Nice little solo-y break here. Halfway through. Yes to this.
mean what I say. Turn to your friend, give him a big hug, and show him that you love. Now head off to the fridge and grab yourself a beer, and toast to the reason we're all sitting here. And live life to the fullest. Live life to the fullest. Make life the best. Live life to the fullest. Yeah, live life to the fullest. Hey, live life to the fullest. And make life the best. Live life to the fullest.
By this point, I'm feeling a bit of the fatigue. It's a bit long. What's said has been said, I think. And another solo break. Maybe it could be faded out here or something, I don't know. Definitely this is more in fitting with the other songs. So, at the moment, Virtue's Best Reward sticks out as not in keeping with the other sounds. Like if we're going to put it into an album, it would feel very different. But Live Life to the Fullest, not the forest. I Went to School, Travelling Rose. They all work within that same John Dysert kind of world to me. This is Pondering. Every time with the shades. This guy just doesn't drop the shades, or you know, he bears his chest proudly.
Make me a winner, make me a star. Give me the tools that'll take me real far. Whoa, baby.
Feels like they're like a 50s, 60s dance, slow dance kind of song, doesn't it? Something that Marty McFly would be playing on the prom dance.
Where will I go? I guess nobody knows. Yet I try so hard to make myself grow. Oh, baby. I've been pondering life for quite some time, wishing a friend would appear.
Harmony's great here.
I'm so alone, I feel so
I'm liking the minimalism of this track as well.
Come over here.
String influence.
To the end.
Nice live guitar.
Someone help me. I need some love. Don't you let me be. Oh, baby.
This is definitely a rock side to side kind of feeling. I'm liking it. I'm liking this. Very happy with a lot of the songs.
Seems to go on and on.
Some vocal improvement in some places, but yeah.
Oh, baby. I've been pondering life for oh so long, wishing a friend would appear. I'm so alone, I feel oh so cold. Won't you come over here and be a friend to the end?
Oof. Nice way to end it there with that. Oh, Pondering. Short, sweet, beautiful. Love Pondering. Love it. Okay, this is You. This is our penultimate song that we're going to listen to today. I would say if you're going to go through an album, maybe go for something that looks more like an album cover instead of just like what I'd call holiday photos. Maybe Virtue's Best Reward has the most album cover looking artwork. Travelling Rose though, I mean, you could do something with that. Get an artist to do something with that.
In my life I've never had the love I prayed for, but now that I have found you, my love has been returned.
Nice. There's a lot of energy in this track. I think was missing from some of the other tracks. There's a bit of bit of get up and go. Yeah. All the solos have been top notch, like really good solos. Kind of slightly Elvis-y kind of vibe in the like that.
You are all I need. Where the hell are you? You make your loving so nice. Where the hell are you?
So John, I'm doing a collaboration project called 12 Months, and each month is a different song with a different artist. I've got some country type songs coming up. If you're interested in collaborating on one of the songs featuring, do feel free to ask. I'm happy to have you. So I've got some country songs and you will fit in perfectly. Country, rock type things that I've got coming up, I think you'd be perfect for. I'm vibing with this song. You, beautiful. In fact, the run of Pondering to You, loved it. This is our last song. It's called Like Lennon. I like this quite reflective, deep emotional lyrics. Also, it didn't take long for the lyrics to kick in. Some of the tracks, it took a while for things to kind of get to the start, you know?
Your love is heavy. You always hold my hand. We're soulmates, and that's all John can see. Both him and me. Both him and me.
Cool solo.
was killed like Lennon, know that you are all mine.
The premise being that if something were to happen to me, like what happened to John Lennon or whatever, this is what I want you to know. I like the lyrics here, yeah.
Know your love carried me. If I die young like Lennon, know that you were so divine. If I was killed like Lennon, I'd still be the happiest man in the world. You give me all your loving. Your love is heavy.
I like that little guitar lick there just at the end of that little
We're
phrase.
soulmates, and that's all John can see. Both him and me. Both him and me. You give me all your loving. Your love is heavy. You
Is it a reference to She Ain't Heavy?
We're soulmates, and that's all John can see. Both him and me. Both him and me. If I was killed like Lennon, know that I love you.
25 seconds left. I don't think anything's coming, but I'll keep it rolling. You would obviously cut that for the album, this length of time, unless it's the final song, then maybe you might be able to get away with it. Okay, I'm gonna go over my thoughts and feelings about these 7 tracks as an album or part of an album. So I usually rate things on the flow, the lyrics, the artwork, the production, and the singing. I said I might not count flow, but I do have some things to say about the flow. Every song, I think, no matter where you would put it, would flow nicely together on this album, except for Virtue's Best Reward. That's not saying that Virtue's Best Reward is a bad song. It really isn't. It's an incredibly good song, actually. Takes a bit of time to come in, but other than that, it's incredible. The guitar playing is amazing on it. So, but it just is in a different world to the other tracks. It just doesn't feel like it's part or going to be part of that album. And that's not a bad thing. It could stay as a single. It could be a bonus track or something. I don't know. But to me, it's just so different and left field from everything else. Anyway, lyrics. The lyrics, I've enjoyed every single, all the lyrics on every song because they have been different. They're not just about your normal, boring love song, standard stuff. They're all different. Quite a lot of them are reflective and seem quite personal, but also not too obvious or too in your face. There's some kind of wishy-washy, like metaphorical kind of stuff going on, but you still get a feeling. So yeah, lyrically, I'm gonna give it let's give it a 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10. Sometimes just slightly, maybe some of the lyric choices are a bit cheesy for me, but like the Like Lennon line, I get it. The song's about if something was going to happen like what happened to Lennon. I get the sentiment there, but to me it's a bit like, there's other things you could have chosen, maybe, or that could have been referenced in the song, but maybe then wasn't like the main part of the song, main line of the song, perhaps. Yeah, it's a really good idea. If I die like Lennon, this is what I want to happen, but to me, just slightly a bit too out there, but there'll be people who disagree with that, so that's fine. Artwork, I don't know what the album artwork is, so we can skip that for now, but that being said, if it's not a picture of a guy showing his chest with sunglasses on by a beach or on holiday, then it might be a nicer album cover. You know, people tend to put whatever for singles, don't they, in the build up to an album, so that's fine. Production. I'm going to give the production maybe a 7 out of 10. Overall, the production stayed the same with the exception of Virtue's Best Reward, which was a different production style. So overall, it did seem quite nice, but I think there was some vocal EQing that needs to be done, or drying up on some of the tracks, just to really make the vocals pop, as well as adding extra layers or like higher pieces above the lower pieces, higher vocals above the lower vocals to make it stand out more. For example, just doing some of those industry tricks to kind of make it sound full and big in the mix. Yeah, the singing is good. The singing is really nice, actually. I really like the style, the voice, the graveliness of the voice. I just feel like maybe there needs to be a bit of pushing the vocals on some of the tracks. Pondering You and Like Lennon, I think, were the perfect like vibes, perfect sound for the song. But like I Went to School needed a bit more energy in the vocals. That's for me personally. So I think I'm going to give this singing maybe a 6 out of 10, but definitely could be higher with some like rework, some retakes of those vocals in places. So yeah, overall, if I had to listen to this as a project and if I could rate it, I'd currently give it maybe a 7, maybe higher if Virtue's Best Reward perhaps wasn't in it, but was a standalone single. Okay, so those are my thoughts on it. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments, guys. And remember, in a world where everyone wants to be heard and no one's doing the listening, be the one that does the listening. Goodbye, I guess. And now it feels so good to say hello, hello, good morning, hello, 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 good day, hello. And now it feels so right to say I miss you, I love you, and God, it feels so good to say hello. God, it feels so good to say hello.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.